おいおい、あれはどう見たって中盤以降に出てくるやつだろ。ここは俺に任せろ。ロイ、お前まさか魔法を。ユキさん、逃げろ。
The first episode of any anime is so crucial. And if the first episode can't come out and show you all of its cards, show you exactly what the show is all about, the second thing that it needs to do that's extremely important, just as important as showing you its hand, is setting up, how do you call it? It's setting up the carrot to dangle in front of you. It's setting up what the show's gonna be about. It's setting up a really strong premise to make you want to come back for more. And where this episode ended with KamiKatsu, it ended kind of at the beginning of where the show really begins. So let me kind of explain. But of course, for everybody else, if you are checking out my channel for the first time based on KamiKatsu, I'm Dom. I'm from the Otaku Room. I review animes weekly, and sometimes I do should you watch videos just like this one. So if you guys want to see me review this anime every single week, shout out in the comments below and just show your support. Alright, so let me talk about this episode, and let me say this. If you were thinking about watching this, I really think that this might make the cut. It might make your list, depending on how many anime you consume in a season. Typically, I'll be watching like 15, sometimes even like 20 anime in a season. I usually stick to about 8 to 10 anime that I cover weekly on the channel. And then for my own pleasure and for my own fun, on the side, I'll watch other anime, typically, while I'm eating, while I'm just hanging out with the kids, whatever it is that I'm doing. I'll just be watching anime on the side. So it depends on how many anime you can really fit into your life. If the answer is like 3 or 4, maybe this doesn't make the cut. But if you're crazy like me and you watch a ton of anime, I think this one makes the list, honestly. So should you watch it? I think yes. This episode really started off with a couple of different things. It started off with setting the tone. It set the tone for our character, Yukito, whose dad is a leader of a cult. Dude's about to get sacrificed, but the reason he's going to get sacrificed is not actually being sacrificed. He's being tested, and he's being asked to call upon this specific god. The god's name is Mitama, and the god, based on his dad, is supposed to save him. His job is to get plunged into the depths of the ocean for 3 days, and if he makes it out, he gets to be the leader of the cult. That makes no sense and is insane. Basically, Yukito, as well as us, the viewer, just said, okay, homeboy died. And he very much did. Right before he actually takes his last breath, or I guess he's underwater, right before he basically passes away and dies, he asked to be born into another world that doesn't have any religion or concept of God. That's exactly what he got. Then the episode officially starts off with him being woken up by a handy randy. That's right, the dandy handy is too pandy and gives you the strength of Hercules. He was given a handy, and that's how he woke up. He woke up in another world that he thought was going to be filled with magic and knights and all this other stuff. He comes to find out that he's just a day laborer. He lives in a village. There's no concept of magic, no concept of monsters, no concept of adventure guilds. And he just kind of succumbs to just, I guess this is just me now. I just live in the ancient times in this world, drinking and partying away with these random people. Just on that merit alone, worth a watch. Super funny. So many different funny scenes of him getting drunk and him just like trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Him finally thinking that there was going to be magic in this world, but really the guy that one of his friends was just being 𝐒𝐻𝐵𝐵, and the book that he has that he thought was a magic book, like a spell book, was just a guide on monsters, like what not to do, and they ran away. Hilarious stuff. Then the episode finally transitioned to like, oh, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. The episode finally transitioned into where he thought, okay, this is where stuff goes down. He finds out that the world that he lives in is actually very similar to his dad's cult from before, and the people of this world believe in like some kind of like sacrificial lambs, like to where they have to kill themselves off for whatever reason. And anybody who finds that weird is called defects, and they're sent to this isolated village where he has been at the whole time. And they basically, instead of instead of people like saying willingly killing themselves, these are the people that have to get forced to do it and they get executed. Well, come to find out that the girl who's giving him a handy randy in the beginning is set to get executed, as well as his sister and her sister and a lot of other people that were there. And he doesn't like that. He goes to save them. He actually was pretty badass in saving them, but he actually gets stabbed, and he calls upon this little amulet that he had given to Ai, which is the pink-haired girl, and he just says F it. In his last moments of breath, he just calls upon the god that his dad has said, and he says his little statement and everything, and the god finally actually does come out of the sky and everything to him. Unfortunately, he's dead, but the god annihilates everybody and then revives him and revives Ai. I don't know if she revives the rest of the people that were there as well. And that's kind of where the episode ends, is Ai, the pink hair, going on like, who the hell is this naked little girl on you? And we're just like, what the hell's going to happen next? And that's where the episode ended. Intriguing, captivating, and I want to find out more. This is how you do an episode 1. You create curiosity. This was an awesome episode 1. I can't wait to see more. And if you guys want to see me review this every week, sound out by liking the video, subscribing if you're new, and let me know in the comments. Also, if anything, just let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments if you watched it yourself. And will you be watching this all season long? All right, I'm going to leave you guys on that thought there. For other videos and for other things, I have the spring anime right here coming up on screen. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.